Hello YouTube, it's Michelle and it's 11:07 Mountain Standard Time. Not midnight yet, it is still Finish It Friday. Woo, this was a definitely tough undertaking. I spaced out that I had a waterfall photo album that I needed to make for a wedding tomorrow, but I got that done and was able to finish one of the two journals. So this is the smaller journal that I showed this morning, and I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. I showed the front before. This was a napkin from the dollar store, Mod Podged on, and originally I had some paper trim covered with lace. That was already done. Since my share this morning, I have covered up my pamphlet stitch with 2 layers of lace and added a book charm. This one I made using Tamika at Scrap the World's tutorial when it first came out, and just never did anything with it. I think I was hoarding it because it was my first, but it is really great. The pages have writing in them, so there's my book charm. And I cheated here. This is a bottle cap embellishment, and it's really tough to see, but it's actually an orchid and a leaf in there, but it's so dark it's really hard to tell. And I cheated because all I did was I just tied this up with the same string that I used to do the pamphlet stitch. It's not string, it's actually silk embroidery ribbon. I have plenty of that. So let's take a look at what I came up with. So there are 2 signatures. Both of them have 5 pages, a total of 10 each. And here we have, in that pocket that was made from the lip of the envelope, a couple of tags from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This was the Tulip Collage collection. That was a freebie. And this was another one of her freebies that came out within the last week or 2. Notes. So stuck that in that pocket there. First page of the first signature. This is one of the Tim Holtz blueprint stamps. And I had already made this little 3x3 card and just decided to add it here. I put in a piece of natural paper for journaling. This first page is an envelope, and it's a tuck spot. I guess I'm supposed to, let me do this. Let's see. It's a tuck spot here. It was cut with Martha Stewart border punch. And when you open it up, there's a tuck spot here. It's been decorated with a Maya Rhodes doily and a sprayed doily that I had in my stash. And this is from the Ephemera's Vintage Garden freebie this week. There. And this page here features, this is a page from Mabel's Diary, again, Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and I made a tuck spot here with it. Next page, this paper is really cool. It's like craft on one side, and then on the other side it's this really cool gray. So I just put a dollar store sticker that says memories and left it blank for journaling. This next page is a tea-dye page. It's got doily, some layered doilies. There's a sprayed heart doily here, then the white doily, and then another dollar store stamp. And the doily makes a tuck spot. So there are a couple of tags stuck in there. This next page just has a piece of designer paper. I'm pretty sure I got this from Somerset Studios, one of their editions with the freebie papers inside. And then just another stamp. I'm sorry, those are stickers. They're not stamps. Again, it's 11 something at night, so bear with me. Here's a piece of coffee dye paper with a sticker, and I got this in a swap. I just got some pocket letters, and this was one of the embellishments that was included in the pocket letter, so I added that to the journal. The other side of the coffee dye paper, I just did some stamping here. Suprema stamp, a little flourish. And this next page, this is an envelope. Is this the other side? No, this is another envelope. Yes, this is another envelope. Yes, because it has a different punch. This is a Martha Stewart, another Martha Stewart border punch. But on this side, I put one of the Sizzix birdcage dies, and then this flower was made out of tattered florals. These were some coffee dyed coffee filters, and so I had made a flower with a button and used them. It's great because they're flat, so they don't take up too much space. And again, this becomes a tuck spot here. You open it up, here's the center of the first signature. There's some more freebies from Ephemeris Vintage Garden. There's a doily inside of this tuck spot. Over here, another note card, and this is a handmade envelope. Here, and then here on this side again, there's another tuck spot here. And when you flip it over, this is a picture from I just got Summer's Inn from Ephemeris Vintage Garden, and this is one of the embellishments from Summer's Inn, and I just tucked one of the little journaling note cards behind the picture is a tuck spot. On this page, this is the other side of that coffee dye paper, and this is just a piece of pattern paper from my stash, designer paper. And then on this was again from pocket letter I just received. It says good friends, good times, and I just really like that. So when I saw it, I said I was definitely going to put it in. So thank you so much. Reconciled Pocket Letter Pals. I really like that. It's pretty. Another piece of the designer paper from Somerset Studios. And then this is the other side of the doily paper. This one has been sprayed. This one is a cream. And then here's another freebie from Ephemeris Vintage Garden. I'm taking advantage of my freebies. And here's the other side of that gray paper. I just like that paper. I think it'll be really cool to journal on, especially with a metallic marker. And then on this side, this is a cutout. I'm pretty sure this is from Mabel's Diary from Ephemeris Vintage Garden. And then this is a things to do list. And it just opens up. And it's tucked in there. And then on the other side of the envelope, I have a tag that I made. I'm sure I was replicating a Tim Holtz tag of the month, but I had this tag and I just thought that was pretty. Got some distressed. It's one of those canvas resist, and I used various distress inks on there. And that's a Maya Rose doily that's done in craft, and then a coffee dye doily from my stash. And this again is a tuck spot in here. Like that. Oh, this is a lousy picture. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I said, it's kind of late. On the back of this envelope, I just put a brown doily and then a butterfly. It's flying off the page. Second signature starts out with a file folder that's been embellished. This is Mabel's Diary. Page from Mabel's Diary from Ephemeris Vintage Garden. And when you open it up, there's a dollar store sticker there. You can write and journal there, put a picture. This is from Summer's End. I just got this collection yesterday. I think it just came out, and just really love. I think I really like the red and the teal together, but these are my colors. I'm not a shabby chic, but I really like these tones, especially during the autumn. It's really great. And this is the other side. This is just graph paper, and that's part of the collection as well. I just ran it through twice. There's a piece of coffee dye paper. Left that plain. I don't know if I was running out of steam, but you know, it's coffee dye paper, so that's embellished enough. The other side of that. Here is another piece of that gray on one side, craft on the other side paper. I have an embellishment here, a paperclip embellishment that I've done with some fibers and a stamp. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying stamp. A sticker, and then just a flower from my stash. Then on the other side, I have a piece of design paper from my stash. And on this is one of the sheets from Summer's End, and I created tuck spots. You can see it's one of these where you fold an 8.5 by 11. And actually it was smaller, but you can still do the same principle where you fold it in 4s and then cut and tuck, and needless to say, you end up with a couple of tuck spots here. You open that up, and it's the center of the signature. Again, this is Summer's End paper. Really funny, when I printed this page, I printed on the back, and everything was upside down, so I had to cover that with something. So here's some more of the Summer's End paper. You're getting a good look at that. Now this is one of the tags from Summer's End as well. And another tag from Summer's End. Oops, wrong spot. Goes in there. There, again, that's the center of the second signature. Just that back sheet. And then on the craft side of the gray paper, I just put a sticker. Again, I was probably running out of steam. My daughter's babysitting gig was over at 10, and it was pretty much around 10 when I was finishing this up. Here's a blank side of that gray again. Here's that coffee dye paper. This piece I stuck a sticker, another one of the stickers from the dollar store on it. Left the back plain for journaling. Here's the other side of the Summer's End paper, which has a graph. That one printed out okay, but I guess that's because the graph is right no matter which way you print it. So that worked. And the back page, and then the final sheet of the signature. And I just put a piece of scrap paper from Summer's End as well. In the back pockets, I put another small mini file folder that I made in the pocket, along with some tags, tulip collage from Ephemera's Vintage Garden as well. And I cheated. I just threw some string. I put in the eyelets, so I just used the same string that I used for the sewing in the signatures, just to close it there. So we got it done, but woo-wee, I'm telling you, talking about last minute by the skin of my teeth, I guess. So hope you like the share. It's been really fun. I think I'm going to continue this, finish it Friday, because I still have quite a few items in my projects half done PhD basket that need completing. I'm sorry you can't see this. This really is cool. It's an orchid with a leaf. But anyway, so happy crafting. Happy Friday. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.